Reddit. So after deciding to select legendary difficulty because I like suffering for your sadistic entertainment, now this is where the real mission will begin, and this is where we'll make the biggest mistake for this episode. The very specific build I said to choose. I didn't choose correctly, or well, he. So yeah, This is gonna come back to bite me in the ass later.
On yourself, Guardian.
It's also a really weird glitch where I could take a firearm, which I don't know why, but then it didn't even let me to pick another one, which is weird. And there was like a little button there, and it didn't let me take that one for some reason. And that was a pretty weird glitch. And instead, you just stick around.
You told me the Drifter had changed, Morn.
Okay, that was really cool. Just seeing how the thing just looked down. That is really cool, and also really like the environmental design here. It does look like an Imperial ship or whatever it's called in Star Wars. But yeah, honestly, this is why I chose this build. But I would say it's a mistake. Right now, it's working really well, as it just allows me to just kill things really well. Which is what the build is supposed to be about, just being able to run, gun without any worry, and punch things like a true Titan would. Also, I didn't notice this at first, but I'll notice this later in the video. But like, I chose the wrong exotic. I would choose the wrong exotic again. I even there I never shows the one like the sword one. Oh no, yeah, I think I chose the wrong one here. No, I definitely got the right one. But yeah, I literally didn't get the right exotic. That would have been so embarrassing. Anyways, I tried messing around, see if that thing was able to give me another gun, but sadly, it didn't. Also, I don't know why it said trimmed down like that. But yeah, no, I just started killing things here again because, yeah, the build works really well. When there's a bunch of enemies and grouped together where I can punch them, freeze them. See, we're just shooting and everything is dying, as it should. Yeah, this is just me going ham, and this is how the build is supposed to go. Just lots of killing. And fun, like I was playing Doom.
We've downloaded the schematics. Drifter's ghost seems distressed. I believe she's probably upset he's in danger. What a selfless ghost for a scoundrel. Unlikely. They hate each other, but she did manage to ping his location on the ship's schematics.
Leaders of the Barrett Imperium, hear my call over the mountains and the seas. The knights have corrupted our Empress. She has run from their lives and abandoned for a battle for the city. We've bled for them, for their city. I implore you, bleed them in return.
recognize the ablative design. Heidel had shared some theoretical schemas with the Vanguard. None of it was practical. Yet, the Imperium's tech doesn't add up.
Here is where at least I fucked up, but I would be very stubborn into changing my build because this build has served me very well when I used it. It was a very good double special build, but now how the game mechanics have changed, double special really isn't something you can really use as much nowadays. But I will be stubborn and this will come back to bite me in the ass later, but for now this is how the build is supposed to feel like when it's optimal. This one, how Donkey Kong punches. Yeah, I was just supposed to go ham my punches. The build is supposed to be a Titan staple. Punching things until they die. And even if I miss, I would be able to just continue punching again and again. As long as they kill something with my punches, I would get power punches, heal, heal, heal. I'm able to punch things until I die. And then the shotgun was supposed to be like this. Boom, boom, boom. No stopping. Just shoot one more, shoot, shoot, shoot. And everything is supposed to be there with the bouncing shots and everything. Really fun. And the grenade launcher was there for support. They just both built Transcendence. So yeah, then that's the entire role. Anyways, time to go return to the video. Yeah, while I was actually able to finish off this enemy here with the charging shield, and there was nothing to worry about because, you know, I had Transcendence built up so I could actually punch him into oblivion. Yeah, there were the cracks starting to show, but as I said earlier, I was being a stubborn little bastard. But yeah, this is really fun. I could just make things explode and it just allows you to go ham without thinking the true Titan way. But yeah, that's how this build is supposed to be going. Yeah, I should have realized that. No, this was not really optimal. Anyways, here's some more boring platform. I split this up because really this is just boring traversal. Like, what am I supposed to say here? I suck at platforming. I mean, I suck at Destiny platforming, but not actual platforming video games. I am a fucking king in Mario. And here's where I will run to a power specific to this mission. I will run to a grate. I only have one ammo. My grenade launcher won't work. My other grenade launcher will blow me up. I think my charge point doesn't work, so I have to waste the charge and then punch it with a normal punch. Which sucks. A fucking fence was able to deal a punch that could take out a fucking trained ass soldier. But no, it had to. The normal punch works, and then just not the powered punch. What the hell, game? But yeah, and honestly, and unlike Donkey Kong, as you'll see, I cannot just implement just punch things with a charge punch and just destroy everything, which is sad and cringe because this is really fun to punch things into oblivion. And unlike Haruka from Blue Eye Guys, she doesn't need to worry about ammo. I do. Stupid ammo economy, which really sucks because it's really just fun to shoot the exotic shotgun as Slayer Smack. It's really fun to shoot. It sucks that I don't have infinite ammo. Anyways, back to the mission at hand. We get dropped into, I think it's a trash proposal though. I remember seeing a Facebook post on one of the Destiny groups I'm in that said like, this isn't the trash chute, this is apparently where all the poop goes, which is honestly gross. But one that actually makes me curious how bad our Guardians stinks, because all the crazy goo and body fluids and partners just get picked up because of all the fucking murder they commit. I mean, look at this. Everyone's just fucking dead. God, I wonder if they take showers or something. I probably falling all over this place. Cause goddamn, that looks like it's stink.
I'm sure it's feeling cramped in there, but Drifter's
Also,
Ghost is trying to
honestly, when
help.
you hear Drifter's Ghost, it kind of seems like an RDB2, honestly. Anyways, at least this trash shoot section is a lot easier compared to the one in. I think it's one of those exotic missions. I don't know which one. I guess the one where you get like the dead man's tail. I think that's it. Anyways, yeah, I just felt it's way better than that one. Anyways, I just got some boring gameplay here, and now we're to me maze, which is not fun. But you know what is fun? Killing a bunch of
You're in the
people and
detention
a bunch
zone.
of combat.
Drifter's
With no
nearby.
ammunition, I just pop my super and no ammo. I can just shooting things. Things start exploding. See, this is why I didn't change off my build this quickly. Because when it works, and with there's a steady flow of enemies, ammo, and
Reach the
everything, I
tractor
just
emitters.
don't to die, and it's
Lift her back to the
really
ship
fun. I
and
mean,
start
look
the
at this.
engines.
Look at this. And everything is just dying.
This light
I don't
bearer.
know why I decided to
His
focus on,
name's
on
Bale.
that guy specifically, but
Dredge and
yeah, you
Bale.
can see here everything is just
I don't know
dying.
why they're showing me something I thought I buried. But I was right. The nine ain't done with us.
Did you come for Dredge and Hope? Or for me? The singularity of Kepler was to be the deliverance of the Outer Nine. Your blood, spilled blood, denied our liberation. Know this false weapon. In every future, you are a gem.
This is the soul of a celestial body. One of the nine. They are speaking without the emissary.
Like that. I really like how they how this was frozen like discount carbonated. I like how it's like very Star Wars reference, but in a very Destiny manner. I like that. It's way better than just like, ooh, carbonate now exists in the Destiny universe. No, they say to make it into actually something unique. I'll give Bungie props for that. They could have just random, probably used like a lot more things from Star Wars, but they actually like to be original. You know what? How many crossovers do that? Not even, you know, pretty good. Pretty good.
You've done.
You know, this part of the mission is kind of fun. There's a lot of enemies to kill and everything, but you know, I'm actually kind of surprised that like they actually found a way to make a bunch of enemies appear not be very difficult. It's like, you know what, they actually held some restraint. You're gonna make sure the enemies weren't just like shooting you like 1,000 different degrees and angles, and you were just pretty much a steady duck. I actually like how they didn't decide to make this whole bullet hell. Thank God. Hopefully we won't get to see that in any other mission. Hopefully this is how the game is. This is perfect. This is really fun. It's actually kind of balanced. I wonder if we'll get to see more missions like that. Foreshadowing.
I'm shutting down the tractor emitters now. Don't wait for me to take off if you're in danger. We've got the Drifter, and his ghost has the Imperium data. But, Guardian, we have bigger problems. If the Nine are enabling this dredge and Bale, we both know how catastrophic their influence can be. The rest of the city doesn't. Vanguard has decreed everything we learned on Kepler, the prophecy, all of it, remain classified. We can't rely on official support. But the Drifter was right to act on his vision. I can admit that.
It is time for a dead compilation. And what is this dead compilation, you may be asking? Well, for you non-Destiny watchers, you see this little mark of the ghost that has little slash. That means if I die in that section, I have to start from the checkpoint all over again, which is absolutely fun. So now then, time for the dead compilation to begin. Anyways, here's where I didn't know where to go, so instead I just decided to follow my own dad. Anyways, here's something a bit different. I just get shot to death here. I just, out of nowhere. It tells me the break killed me, but I don't think it was the one that dealt the finishing shot. And here's where I also died idiotic. Look at this. I lived through that, but then I think it's the dog that kills me? Oh no, somehow I got stumped to that. Anyways, here I got pretty much my border into the mission, but yeah, you got to be stupid and I can stand into the line of fire and pull myself up, and then get burnt to that. Yippee! Okay, after dying, now it's time for the real deal, where I actually grab and actually succeeded. This is set up because I really do not want to bore you with foreign combat. I mean, just have to highlight a little quick. It's something I said to do because when the runs are really not that actually that was strategy that actually works. And also just shooting and staying hidden because I don't want to get shot to it, and that's what took actually, if you didn't know, this book actually made this entire thing take for fucking ever. Seriously, like, this thing is like an hour long and I get 25 minutes of this, which is me fucking dying. I don't know this fucking game. But yeah, that was pretty much it. I just fucking died. That's a good chunk of the footage for some of the episodes. You died! Hooray! But yeah. And this is set up for your visual entertainment. Honestly, the music down here is set up.
Thanks for the save, hero. Thought I was gonna end up chilling drinks for the Imperium. Ugh. Bale, hey, can you get my left leg? It's falling asleep in here. Ugh. Okay, fine. You talk like the emissary talks. It can't be the Nine, and that's why it has to be. No, I'm not gonna ditch you for him. Can't you have a little faith? Oh, knock that off. Just tell Arnor to hurry up and disable that tractor beam so we can blow this fuel depot. Get those engines running, hero, and I'll take us out of here. We don't want to be anywhere near that dredging. One of the Nine. Bale's no emissary, but one of them's still wearing him like a suit.
What is that?
Dredge and Bale.
Start the engines. Take off as soon as you can.
The Drifter belongs with us. It's in his nature. He has so much to teach.
He isn't the mentor you want. The Drifter left your cult long ago. I can tell you're new blood, untrained. Does Dredgenvale know you mock his name?
Not mockery. Continuity. I carry the mantle now. And I know you, Elnor. You're a Praxic warlock. You crave justice. Why die for a criminal?
The more you push to keep him, the more I'm inclined to resist. You follow in the footsteps of Guardian killers. Why do you hate your own kind so much?
No more questions.
As you wish.
Anyways, with the power of editing, I was able to make myself appear on Thor's office that quickly. Anyways, I have to say, I have to commend the Bungie, honestly, that they did a really good job of making the Thor's office. They really gave that the Star Wars feel with a hint of Destiny. And this really does look like something you'd see in Tatooine or the original trilogy. I can't really say for the sequels or prequels or like 1,000 different Disney TV shows because like Star Wars media I've consumed was like the original trilogy and like that Star Wars one with Star Killer on it, that Star Wars game. Yeah, that's really the only experience I have with that. But yeah, honestly, they did a pretty good job. Congratulations, Bungie.
It widens. We know your binary option. We know the zero you choose. You will relinquish your insupportable burden and know peace. cause against what wronged you. Banish the light. Save yourself from forever. Blinded, small thing. Freedom lives in the foreordained. One heart within your body. One without. Chains that bind your fate. Break them. Be free. Or the maze door opens needlessly to deep, grieved death.
Okay, so like this really does look a cool intro sequence. Like, really good. Looks really freaking good. But yeah, that coming in, it really does look like Tatooine. Really good. Really good camera angle and everything. Also here, I thought I got glitched and I wasn't able to activate my video. As you can see, me moving my camera on panning and I thought I had to redo this all over again, which would have sucked. But no, just pressing the button enough times, boom, it appeared. And I was able to make this work. I also accidentally thought I actually made it myself, but too far, but nope, I actually made it through. Thank God. But yeah, anyway, there's just more combat here and there. Honestly, it really does look like Tatooine, and with very huge Destiny vibes. I like that pile. I really like this place. Honestly, it's a really good set design. I don't say it a lot of times, but damn, the environment was really fucking good here. That's one thing you can tell on Destiny. Good environmental design. Yeah, pretty good. I like it a lot. And as you can see here, the build is working rather well. And this is why I didn't really be stellar not change it. The moments when it worked and the moments where it wouldn't work. You will see that much later in the future. But anyway, here you go, some more slower place gameplay so you can see how the build is supposed to work. And so you're not watching everything in 2x speed, and yeah, you can actually enjoy some stuff. And also, this is very much a tutorial mission, so yeah, kind of boring too, nothing really good to note. But yeah.
Filters are showing residue from shock rifle impacts. Pikers took out my crew. Shame there's no Elixir solidarity here on the frontier. And still no sign of the cargo. I can't relinquish these ghost parts without it, Guardian.
Drifter's ghost is heavily modified. She's an amalgam, patched with parts from other dead ghosts. Whatever effects that modification produced makes her unique. We need her back in play.
As you can see here, this is actually going to be a little combat section where actually the build works really well. So as I said previously, this works really well, except when there's a lot of enemies here. When there isn't enemies appearing, that's where the problems start showing up. And if they're not dropping ammo, but here, you can really grab into just like how much fun it is to just run and gun, like if I was playing Doom instead of Destiny 2. I was actually really playing more Doom. But yeah, anyways, it's just pretty fun, just grabbing, going around, things, though, it kind of gets boring when you carry the packages part where you can't even run. If you run, you just drop the entire thing. I don't know who said that. Like that was a good idea. Like who's like, yeah, that's the good idea. Let's make them so heavy to try running. Oh no, oh drop the thing, and I have to pick it up again. Honestly, there's some design kind of choices that just baffle me.
Did it work?
You doorknob! You lousy, awful, stupid, waste of light, bottom-feeding leech!
Hello to you too.
Now you disloyal, coin-flipping, ghost-ditching, scraggly beard two-timer! If you had a mom, she wouldn't call you! Oh, and the only time you're sincere is when you're asking for money! And your headband makes you look like a line cook!
Guardian, thank you for fixing my ghost. This is Blue. Named her because of that sunny personality.
Bite me! I need to talk to the Guardian. With my voice. That was healing. Drifter and I have a complicated relationship. Scratch that, it's not complicated. He's a flake. No, worse than a flake. He's a scoundrel. That data he stole wasn't any old data. It was plans for a superweapon. Nightfall Station. No idea on its payload. Drifter's sure the Imperium's connected to the Nine. And I think he's right. This tech, it's impossible. And that vision he showed you, it has him shook. Me too. Now he's shut away from me, from Ido, from Arno, which I get. And Eris. One person he let in. Watch him. I gave up my voice to save the Drifter once. I'm through keeping my mouth shut.
Hope you're listening, hero.
this will be another section where like they'll run into some issues. And when you capture the bases, you have to shoot batteries. It turns out the area of the knife frame grenade launcher doesn't do that. But my shotgun does, or my grenade launcher. So I mean I had to waste precious ammo to break those batteries. Which meant I was running already scarce resources, I had to waste it on something important to progress the mission. Yeah, I should have seen this, seen back on this, I probably should have really changed my build, but nope, I still pretty stubborn. Like always, so yeah. So you remember how this build will come back to bite me in the ass? Here's one of the other times where it's actually come back and bite me in the ass. Because I was absolutely not prepared for this. I ran out of ammo once again, but this time I didn't just run out of the special ammo, I also ran out of power ammo. The only reason it didn't change it though, because there was an infinite spawning amount of enemies, and I could just pick up ammunition whenever I fucking needed it. Which I probably should have changed my build here, but I didn't. I'm a stubborn little bastard. Yeah, this was like 30 minutes. I think I sped this up in the editing software for 8 times, just like 8 times speed. But yeah, it absolutely sucks, and I should have changed my build here. I don't know what I was thinking.
Guardian found an expired ghost out here. No physical damage, but the light is completely absent from the ghost shell. Commander...
Too convenient not to be a weapon. Track down what the Imperium is doing. Put a stop to their operation. The city awaits your return, Guardian.
Commander, we know you have a lot to handle back home. Are you all right?
Indeed. Just checking in on old friends while I can.
So remember I was saying this build will come back to bite me in the ass? This is that specific time. Well, I did skip most of this mission because, goddamn, this mission was just really boring and nothing really specifically amazing happened. This is the only amazing part of the mission, where I realized my build was going to come back to bite me in the ass so many more times, so I decided, you know what, screw this, I'm gonna change it, and you wanna know why? Here's the footage. I think I sped up to like 8 times or 20 times, I'm not too really sure, but anyways, I can't deal enough damage to the enemies keep killing me, I'm getting overthrown by enemies. It was just painful here. I should have definitely changed the build, and like when the second mission where I realized, oh no, I was running out of ammunition was totally a thing, and I was going to make me suffer for much longer. I was stubborn, and this is where it got me. Getting killed, dying, I think on sped up this was supposed to be like 30 minutes. Yeah, this is like a few seconds, and yeah, the menu, there's supposed to be a menu up here where I actually decided to change my build to something more reasonable. There it is, where I decided to, you know what, I need a primary ammunition to actually not suffer, and where I can actually kill the enemies, and yeah, everything else is just going to be set up, because there's really nothing interesting other than me just shooting a lot of bad guys, painfully slow. The only extra thing I can really say is that the environment looks really nice. I know you can't really tell because I sped this up to like 1,000 fucking speed or something like that. But like, damn, you know what? Spudger makes pretty good environment. I'll give him that. Even Edge of Age, which I said I wasn't gonna do a video on. It still looks pretty, like, Capcom looks really fucking beautiful. Kind of a shame that the gameplay really fucking sucks. It really does, so yeah, it's beautiful scenery, really shitty gameplay, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, I would actually be able to finish this with actually the build. This is with another build. But yeah, there's two types of build I made when Edge of Fate came out. Fuck, I meant the final shape. Yeah, the final shape. Yeah, this is a pretty good build in the final shape here. It served me well, so yeah, that was the build. That's all, folks, and remember to like, subscribe, and share. But also, if I'm able to get 100 subs over this entire saga, I will do this on my hunter who is not upgraded, doesn't have any fancy stuff. Only has the lights up classes. I will do Renegades live on stream. You will be able to see my suffering live.